Hi, it's Sutipong. I will demonstrate how to send the message from the SQL Server table to Telegram user. You can create a Telegram group and send a message automatically when the data comes up into SQL Server table. For example, in this example, if the new data come in, if this data is from your alarm logger, for example, this is the message. This is alarm message from SCADA come into your data log in SQL Server table here. Message will send to the Telegram user here, as you can see. This is the alarm message from the SCADA, and the time. This is the time that the record is coming into the table. What is the step? This is the step. We have created BridgeWorks in Genesis 64. This BridgeWorks will read data from the main table, but in this case I have created a trigger in the main table. If data comes up, it will insert data into another table we call broker table. In this case I use this table as the broker table. In this broker table there are 3 columns: message, date time, and send time. This is NYCHAR and date time for DT and send. This is the time that data comes up into this table automatically from the main table, and this is the time to send message to Telegram. Let's see. This is the column. This is the time data comes up, and this is the time that's sent to Telegram. Now get back to the BridgeWorks. BridgeWorks reading data from the broker table, as you can see here in the point name. They were getting data from the broker table, and then if you would like to transform the data into another format, for example, in this case I transform the message from the column MSG into my custom format. For example, if the message is alarm 1, it will transform to definition 1, alarm 2 transform to definition 2. I prefer to use the master table techniques instead of this way. If you have more data, if you have more format, the master format data. Now to the next block, it will checking that the data set from the input table has the raw. Then if it is the raw exit, that is not remarked for the time to send to Telegram yet. It will send the data to the parameter that we use to send by Telegram service. This is the data that we send to the parameter. We get data from the block transform 1 here. This is transform 1 block, and then we use the local variable of the BridgeWorks to indicate which row that we like to get data and which column. This is the 3rd column, this is the 2nd column, because the 1st column has index number is 0. Then this parameter at the initial, it will be 0. Then we get the first row at this column, and at this column convert to string and concate it together and send to the parameter message here, MSG. This is the parameter at the web service to send to Telegram. Next block, execute send command. As you can see, I send 1 to the command, the parameter execute of the web service that connect to the Telegram bot. And after send the data, we remark the column send time with the date time that is the time we send to the Telegram. As you can see, this is not the time value, but it is the column, the second column from the input block here. The second column of the input block is the time, date time. We use this to specify which row that we want to remark. And the next step is execute remark and increase the local variable value and writing to that local variable itself. And check is it the end of the dataset. If not, we looping to send the message from the next row. And if it is the end of the file, it is the end of the dataset row, we update the GridWorks server, refresh the GridWorks server. And then we use the trigger from the platform service Unified Data Manager. We have created expression. This expression will detect if the existing row is more than 0, and that row has the column sent time is noon. How do you know that? In data connectivity and database, SQL Server Node I have created this data source with the condition where send is known. That means the new column will not remark yet. Then we get that to the trigger. If the trigger detect that this row is known, then it will invoke to the BridgeWorks. Now the BridgeWorks working until the end of the dataset and send data to Telegram user and remark the table with the timestamp and refresh the GridWorks server. This is the step.